just heard this theme, but we're hearing it again. Good evening, everyone. Thanks again, Ben, for the Prime sub. And, yeah. This is Ocarina of Time 3D. Unlike when oh no, my webcam's gone. Unlike when I streamed Kid Icarus Uprising, I am playing this in higher resolution. Because I think it will probably still look good in high resolution. So, yeah, we'll get that out of the way. Also, I should have prepped this beforehand. I was thinking about it earlier in the day. Where's my game box? Somewhere. Nice, too far in to find it. I was gonna hold up the box and say that this is ripped from my Spoilers. I was gonna say this is ripped from my legit cartridge. But couldn't find the box. Oh well. No, I'm not doing a controlled with 3DS thing like I did with Uprising, because I don't need to Ocarina of Time controls normally. I will go into what I'm doing with the controls though once we're started. But yes, we're playing emulated, but no piracy, I'm very happy to say. I like the 3DS emulation. With a modded 3DS, you can grab all the system files and grab your games from your console, back it up, use it on the emulator without piracy. It's nice. I mean, not that I won't get into my thoughts on piracy in case Nintendo sees this and strikes me down, but let's just say, do what you need to do. But in my case here, I like that I can use my legit ROM. I didn't bother grabbing my save file because I'm going to be, starting a new file, so, Right, I will keep myself called Link because I feel like I can't self-insert into Zelda games. Link isn't much of a character, but he's enough of a character. In case Nintendo are watching, I'm playing on the legit 3DS with precisely placed cameras, right? Yeah, definitely. In case Nintendo's watching, it's just like AI filters to make it look smoother. It's definitely not emulation. Yeah, I can't self-insert into Zelda games. I had to call him Link. It feels weird not calling him Link. Anyways, let's go. I decided I'm gonna try giving the reading text thing a go again. I've already failed. Long as I said, there's the guardian spirit. I'm known as the Deku Tree. I mean, it's Ocarina of Time. It's a very well-known thing. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. I'm knocking the mic. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. I can't remember if there's dialogue in this nightmare. Yeah, I'm going to try and read the dialogue, because otherwise there's going to be a lot of text I'm going to be glossing over. Fairyless loser. And, yeah, to go to what Ben said, this was certainly one of my first Zeldas. I can't remember if the Ambassador program got added before this came out. Like, I can't remember if the NES games on the Ambassador program happened before Ocarina 3D. And also, I can't remember when Four Swords Anniversary came out. Anyways, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But, before this tremendous evil, even my power is as nothing. It seems time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Lie, Navi, lie. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. I'm not going to try and voice act, but I will, like, you know, emote in a sense. Now, obviously, we can't go into it since we're on a 2D screen, but the 3D depth effect in Ocarina of Time 3D is probably one of my favourites on the 3DS. They push the depth really far. It's great. Like some later 3DS games, they kind of squished it down, you know. It must have been really impressive back on the N64. Probably. I mean, in this version, it kind of goes to showcase the 3D, which is neat.
Hello.
Hello, Link. Wake up! The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up! Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi, the fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. So here's a big change from the N64 version. This is properly modelled out. It's not a single texture that just like rotates when you walk around. This is properly modelled and everything. Who'd have thought? Anyways, let's leave the room. Yahoo! Hi, Link. Right. Who needs to go down the ladder? Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honour to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. I don't know if this was here in the N64 version. Like this drawing on the tree. And yeah, his house isn't a JPEG anymore. So yeah, let's go to the Great Deku Tree, and we totally don't all know what's about to happen. Oh no, we can't get through. Who would have seen this coming? Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. Normally when I play, I do just go and get the sword and shield first, before even talking to him. I think they did a really good job at doing the visuals to this game. You can understand where Joe comes from with 64DS. Certainly have some of the weirdness and standard Marioing it somewhat, but here everything looks basically as it does in the original art. Yeah, I mean, I'm so used to this version over the N64 version. Like, I can't... So this is the first version I played. I can't go to the N64, I can't play the N64 version after being used to this version. It's just so much nicer looking. And when you're playing on the 3DS, it's not even like higher resolution or anything. It's still 240p. Just the advancements in technology and 11, 12, like what, 13, 14 years? Ocarina of Time, or 12, 13 years? Yeah, Ocarina of Time was 98, wasn't it? So, what, 12, yeah, 12, 13 years? Anyways, we all know what we gotta do. It's Ocarina of Time. I'm not gonna pretend we don't know how this game works. Hi Link, look this way. Look over here with L and talk to me with A. Yes, yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near the personal thing, press L to look in that direction. If you use L targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press L just to look forwards. Try it. What, Navi? Yes, I know the Great Dictator has summoned me. Right. We go and get the blue rupee here. We go and get this blue rupee here. We go and get this blue rupee here. Is there a blue rupee in Mido's house? I can't remember. I literally played this segment a few days ago to test stuff out. And I can't remember if there's a blue rupee in here or not. Ah, yes, there is. Lovely. Yeah, these are just both hearts, I think. Oh no, another blue rupee. Nice. Alright, let's go and get the sword first, because there's a blue rupee in the sword area, frankly. Alright. Okay. Get this blue rupee here. It's been so long since you played Ocarina, back in the early days of 3DS. Replayed it a ton, but since playing a bunch more Zeldas, you haven't come back to it. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I fully played. I don't know if I've beaten it more than once, but I have played it a lot. It's one of my most played games on the 3DS. Right, big treasure chest. The iconic tune. The Kokiri sword. So, the 3DS version puts inventory on the touchscreen. Now, I could use my mouse and do all that stuff, but I have mapped stuff to buttons, so I can use buttons, but you can use the touchscreen as well. Touchscreen, I mean, you can't see my mouse, but touchscreen is useful for, really useful for inventory management. It's one of the reasons I love this version. Also great, it's also a great part of the Wii U Zelda remasters. If you have an itching from the N64 Zeldas, it's usually Majora. That's fair. I mean, the only version of Majora I have is the 3DS version. I never beat it. I think something about all the way that, kind of like X, so much of it's in the side content, just kind of intimidates me in a way, because I'm like, well, I feel like I'm probably not experiencing the game as much as I could if I don't do all the side content, but a lot of the side content I feel like I just miss unless I look it up, because I'm not the most observant person. Hey, let's work on some moves. To jump sideways while L targeting, press A as you move right or left. To do a backflip while L targeting, press A as you move backwards. To do a roll attack while L targeting, press A as you move forward. While you roll, you can avoid damage. If you have your sword ready while L targeting, you can do a jump attack by pressing A. A jump attack does double damage. It needs L targeting on the stone next to me, so let's practice. I didn't realise that this is meant to be a dodge. I just use it to move faster. You dunk on the 3DS version, but it's still perfectly playable mostly. I want to try out the mod that like restores some of the more N64 sort of version stuff. I want to try that mod at some point. Can I go see the sword? Is there a sign that says please don't cut down the signs? I can't remember. Yeah, don't recklessly cut signs. Read them carefully. Nah. Oh, you can get rupees from it. I forgot about that. Wait, let's actually pick it up. There we go. When you're in combat, you're usually targeting, so the roll becomes a jump. True. Right, we've got enough rupees, so let's go get our sword. Yeah, I mean, I've got the limited edition of Majora's Mask with like they came with like the steelbook, the pin, the poster. Poster's up on my wall, that side of my streaming setup. I mean, you guys have probably seen the steelbook. I use it to carry 3DS games around with me. I've done since college. I used to keep the pin on my backpack, but when I only use that occasionally to do longer distance travel, I worry about it falling off and me losing it, so it just kind of tends to stay in the box now. Anyways. Get the shield. I'm not going to bother reading out tutorial text. I'm just going to read out dialogue, I reckon. Like proper dialogue. No, that's the save. Let me remind myself what I mapped to what. Did I map that to anything? No. I guess I didn't map anything to map. Well, if I want to check the map, I'll just use the mouse on the touchscreen. Right. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be a favourite of Sario and the Great Deku Tree? Huh? You're surprised there hasn't been a ton of Zonai theories about this game because the shield has a swirl in it. I guess because the swirl is meant to be like the... Because the Kokiri swirl is the, it's like the thing on like the thing we get at the end of the dungeon, isn't it? Right, there should be some... these things. I forget what they're called. Let's get some Deku sticks. So, we're playing on the 3DS. Deku Barbers, that's it. So, on the 3DS, X and Y are two of your item buttons. Obviously, that's not very many item buttons. The original Ocarina of Time had 3 item buttons with the C buttons, sorry. So, what they have you do, you have X and Y, you also have the 1 and 2 buttons on the touchscreen at the top right and bottom right corners, which they're pretty easy to tap in gameplay on the 3DS. I've got them mapped to, I can't remember, L and R, there we go, yeah. I've got them mapped to L and R. I've got L and R of the 3DS mapped to ZL and ZR on my controller. But I've got them mapped to L and R so I can use them. So I can actually use these items. And I'll go more into controls once I pick up the slingshot. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need thee to break the curse with thy wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? I think so. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use the Navi button to listen well to her words of wisdom. Is this the one where people compared the trees to Sword and Shield? It was the N64 version, not the 3DS version. The touchscreen mapping's pretty easy. I won't be. Oh, I can't really show it because thingy. But in the emulation settings in the controls bit, there's like a motion/touch bit. I'm using, like I said, I'm using the one of the more up-to-date current N69 3DS emulators. It's based on Citra, but it is newer. But it's a similar thing, and Citra has the same thing. It like opens up a little menu where you can like has like a little square, and you can like map points to button presses, like to certain button to control the buttons and stuff. Anyway, here's our first dungeon, the Deku Tree. Right, we'll wait for that to lunge so I can. Okay, I didn't wait enough for it to lunge. Deku nuts. I never use these. What, Navi? You can see down below this web using the eyeball icon. Now, I never use Deku nuts. Oh. Why am I going this way? Hey, listen. Also, hi Joe. Also, what was that 47? So, Navi. People rag on Navi as well, especially back in like 2011. People ragged on Navi a lot, but honestly, I think Navi's fine. Zelda truly has some iconic first dungeons, storming a castle in a storm to avenge your uncle, breaking into a pirate fortress, an ancient temple where the main villain is carrying out his part of his plan, and a tree. Oh, in response to the stream title. Yep, got the map. Yes, Navi, I know I can try and climb. Not yet. You can. Yes, Navi. You can press A to open the door. Thanks. Right, Deku Scrub. Classic, use your shield to repel. Are you the only one who thinks Navi is cute? I like Navi. I think I like Navi. Like, I never got the hate. Ow, ow, ow. Forgive me, Master. If I give you a tip, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold circle pad forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work though, if the cliff is really, really high. Well, try it if you're feeling bold. I think, though, that apparently rolling on off a ledge, like rolling when you jump from a high ledge, doesn't work as well in the 3DS version as it does on N64. I don't know. Apparently it doesn't work too well anyway. Right, I'm going to completely ignore the intended way to do this room, because why bother to do it properly? First up, can't remember what this is, because that's not the point, Joe. The point is more that the actual functionality in the game doesn't apparently function as it should. Right, we got the slingshot. So what you're supposed to do in this room is you jump across that platform to get here, and then because then the platform falls, and so you have to use the slingshot to get that ladder down, but you can just do it like that. Spoke to you that Breath of the Wild rock trucks hiding in grass and they could have used Deku's. You know what? Yeah, it's a good point. Anyways, let's map slingshot. I always put slingshot and the bow on Y. I don't know. I always have. So, one of the main reasons why I prefer the 3DS version, why I struggled to play the 64 version. That's why we got gyro aiming. Quickly, precisely, aim wherever I want, nice and easily. This was pretty much one of Nintendo's earliest games to do modern style gyro aiming, and this is kind of the game that taught me it. On the actual 3DS it's a bit awkward, if you're using 3D especially, because you kind of gotta move your head with the console, but on emulation, I'm playing with a Switch Pro controller. This is actually my old Pro controller, so that I don't have to worry about repairing it to my Switch. And yeah, this emulator, like literally, hook up a Switch Pro controller via Bluetooth to your computer. The emulator recognizes it, and you literally can go into your gyro settings, into your motion settings and set the provider to SDL, which is like a very there's like a wide like open source standard thing for controller stuff on PC, and it just works. It just works. You barely need to set it up. You never use gyro, you don't like it when the physical screen is moving. That's fair. But hey, play it on emulation. You can just have your controller. Anyways, let's take care of these sculptures. So yeah, part of the reason why I struggle to play the N64 version compared to this is, yeah, aiming. Particularly later on. No, I've got all of these. I couldn't imagine doing the like the mini games later on. The shooting gallery mini games without gyro. Maybe I'll hold off on streaming the N64 version so you can emulate 3DS and use gyro. Yeah, like using gyro is easier on 3DS emulators. Is like it's easier than ever now. Like I'm so happy. It's so easy to use now. Right. Let's get rid of these enemies first. You did them with sticks, it wasn't fun. I mean, obviously they're designed to be played with sticks, obviously. Because the N64 had sticks, but... you know. But I'm just so used to playing them with gyro, myself. Because again, this is the first version of Ocarina of Time I played. I got the compass, don't really need it, but... I wonder why they're giving me so many Deku sticks. Deku seeds, that's your slingshot, ammo. Yeah, Ocarina of Time, you can get into your first dungeon real quick. Yeah, some Zeldas could learn a thing, or... yeah, they could show them a thing or three. Skyward Sword. Although I hear the HD version of Skyward Sword is a lot quicker to get through, like, the start and various story things, because they stop you less and you can get through dialogue quicker. Anyways, it's a gold Skulltula. You got a token proving you destroyed it. I am not going for all of the gold Skulltulas. No. No, I'm not doing that. Hold on. Yeah, I normally put Deku sticks on X. Especially for this dungeon. Right, very basic puzzle. Light the stick on fire. Light the torch. Yeah, I double checked like last night. I was like, how many do I need for the actual rewards again? And yeah, it's 50. Which I will go for enough to get the rewards, like, to get the useful rewards, because they are useful. You know, and going for that many is not particularly taxing from what I remember. Whoops. Wrong button. Fall down there. Speaking of gold Skulltulas, one here. One thing I like about the gyro aiming as well, you can still use the sticks at the same time as gyro if you want to, so... let's grab these gold Skulltula tokens. When I was younger, I like never knew how to actually pick up that token, and then I just sort of learned, oh, you just jump to it from here. Yeah, with gyro, yeah, you stick. That's the point of the gyro. You use your sticks for your big sweeping movements, and then precision with gyro. Although with Ocarina of Time, obviously, most of your aiming is from first-person perspective, and you're just aiming at stuff to shoot or whatever. They also let you use the gyro to look around when you're L targeting without an actual target, which always felt a bit weird and pointless. But it's something you can do. I never quite understood that, really. Oh, didn't really need that heart. Oh, we got a thing to open up over here. Don't want to waste the sticks. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2-3-1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Right, this room. So this room is easy. You just use a slingshot, boom. Young, early teenager me was an idiot and didn't realise that was a switch that you can hit with your slingshot. Because the game didn't explicitly tell me that. I didn't know that for a while. So I was stuck here for a little while until I either figured out or looked it up. I can't remember what I did. So yeah, kid me was stuck here for a while. As a kid, early teenager me. Because 2011 I would have been, yeah, I would have been 13 when this came. Yeah. So until I either managed to figure it out or I looked it up, I didn't know how to get through that room. Right, if you hold an L while underwater, you can change your view. Now, is this in the N64 version? The, like, view chain, like, getting an overhead view like this on the water. Is this on the N64? I'm not sure. Alright, hold on. I need to time this relatively. Also, if you're using L and then you dive, like, it goes like really, the 3D depth goes really deep as well when you're playing on the 3DS. Obviously, I assume the weird FOV change probably isn't on the N64 version. Here we go. Doing the jump attacks on the Skulltulas. Yeah, block pushing. It's slow, it's awkward. It's block pushing in a 90s game. Well, I suppose pulling in this case, but... Light the torches. Put that away, don't want to waste it. Every game should have block pushing and at least one ice block puzzle. You can kill that one straight away, because it's facing away from you. Right, I can't... Oh, I forgot about these. Go, my lava. Forgot about these. I normally just run through this room. Right, yeah, as far as I'm aware, I can't get in there. I don't know if I'll bother coming back or not. But I do know I need to go this way. You know, despite not being made for stereoscopic 3D, there's a lot of like camera angles and moments in this that just, they kind of felt like they were designed for it, even though I know they weren't. Again, this is the perspective I have of this being the first version of the game I played. Oh, and also reason number 2 for struggling to play the N64 version has been staring at you the whole time. The 3DS version runs at 30 frames a second compared to the N64's 20. Roughly 17 if we're talking the PAL version that we would have been playing on our N64s. Right, here's the brothers. $20. 3 is number 1. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace? Yeah, coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike her with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Frame rates aren't noticed, it's fine. When they're as low as 20, or again, about 17 in the PAL version, they are noticed. I was trying to see if there were... I wasn't going to anyway, because I wanted to stream the game just as is, but I was trying to see if there were any, like, mods for 60 FPS, but I don't think there are. I don't think anyone's ever figured that out. 60 FPS Ocarina would be cool, though. Anyways... Lost time. I think in the original you had to go into first person and look up, but with the camera feature, the gyro camera feature of L targeting, you can do it with that. Parasitic armored arachnid. Goma. I can't remember if Deku's sticks are still OP like in the original, but we should use it. Goma is weird. In some games she's a spider, in some she's a crab, in some she's whatever this is. I don't know if Deku sticks are quite as OP when you do the jump attack in this version, but yeah, using the jump attack is pretty much how to beat that boss quickly. Alright, let's grab our first heart container and step into the light. That took me longer than usual. Mainly because I was doing a lot of talking and stuff. I can, like, get through that pretty quickly if I'm just going for it. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now, I have yet more to tell thee. Wouldst thou listen? Well, if you know Ocarina time, you know we're in for the for one of the info dumps. Here we go. Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. The 3D effect looks really cool here. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Maybe I pronounced that right. Farore, the goddess of courage. I don't know how to pronounce the Zelda goddesses, I should have looked this up. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. You wonder why they decided to make Hyrule. Nehru. Poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Farol. With her rich soul, produced all life forms which would uphold the law, or who would uphold the law. Zelda experts, do let me know if I'm pronouncing them wrong. The three great goddesses, their labours completed, departed for the heavens. And golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Don't think they've ever been VA'd out loud, so it's fine. Fair enough. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armour to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man, with his evil heart, to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with thee, the stone that man wanted so much till he cast the curse on me. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Shouldst thou ever lose thy way, seek a vision of the path in the Sheikah stone that stands beside thy home. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat thee, Navi. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. RIP, F's in the chat. Hey Link, what did you do? The great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you let a thing like that happen? It's all your fault. Well, hello to you as well. Right, I'm gonna save just in case. Yes, continue playing. So yeah, I will very briefly mention the Sheikah Stones. This is probably the main reason why I was able to beat the game back in, like, whenever I first beat it. This is the Sheikah Stone, the great Deku Tree mentioned, Link. If you're ever unsure of what to do, it might not be a bad idea to ask the stone for help. So yeah, this is a new addition for the 3DS game. Obviously 2011, this is kind of when Nintendo was still... excuse me, still in the middle of their we need to give players, like, in-game, like, helps and guides era. Sheikah Stone stands silent and still. So yeah, you can go in, you can see hints. So if, say, I got stuck in the Deku Tree, there's basically loads of little video clips. But I don't think, yeah, that like, slingshot switch is not... is not one of the hints. Yeah, this is probably one of the main reasons I was able to beat the game back when I did. All these little hints. I probably won't need to use this. I can probably figure things out myself and also remember a lot of it. But yeah, it's a neat little footage. Some people, I remember when this game came out, some people hated that this existed. I don't know. I think it's fine that it's there. You can ignore it. Sure, it goes all like shite, like glowy and jumpy when it's like got a new thing for you, but like, I don't know. It never bothered me that it's there. Right. Before we leave the Kokiri Forest, I've got something. Gamers always hate hint systems. It's an inevitability. Yeah. Yeah. Before we leave the forest, though, I want to do some cleanup around here. There's a few things I can do before we leave. Just need some more rupees first. What did you do to the Great Deku Tree? No, I don't want to backflip down. Never mind. Mighty was very upset. Did something happen to him? Just need a few more rupees. Can I get any from here? There we go, that's enough. Yeah, I know some hint systems and like stuff in some games are intrusive, but I never found the Sheikah Stone here to be intrusive. I know some people say like, oh, the one in the Temple of Time ruins the atmosphere of the place, but it never bothered me. Maybe just because I've played this version first, but what do you want, Navi? The Great Deku Tree wanted us to go to visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we get going? Later. We have some business in the Lost Woods. First up, ignore you for now. I can't do your thing yet. On a completely unrelated note, I've been putting on occasionally at work a video game Halloween playlist, and there's a lot of Majora's Mask covers and remixes on there. There's this one of like the Lost Woods that I really liked. I can't remember what it's called, but there's one on that playlist that I really like. It's not related to anything. To make your quest easier, I can enable you to pick up more Deku Sticks, but it'll cost you 40 rupees. I'll grab this. I don't know if I'll actually need it, but hey, it's filled out my Deku Stick capacity, so... Yeah, Lost Woods is a good tune. I know a decent amount of Ocarina of Time's music is quieter, more ambient stuff, but the music that is tuneful, I really like. You know, one of my favourite pieces of music in the game is the title theme, like what I used for the start screen. I love Ocarina of Time's title theme so much. There's just something, like the piano and the strings, I love it. I just realised I need to leave the forest temporarily to do something else here. Cool, you're great. You scored 3 perfect bullseyes. I have to give a neat present to such a wonderful person. Please take it. Actually, you know what? I'll do what's here later, when we come back. You got a big Deku Seed bullet bag. This bag can hold up to 40 slingshot bullets. Oh, I said I wasn't going to read the dialogue, the tutorial stuff rather. Right, I won't come back to you. I don't need to do you just yet, actually. I'll come back later for that. Right, Lost Woods. Why did I go back to the start? Why didn't I just exit out of a... whatever. I could have just exited through a wrong way place. We Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? Oh yeah, if you try and come here early, he's blocking the way like Mido was blocking the way to the Deku Tree. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you were different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. Link's face when he gets the ocarina has always felt a bit weird to me though. You received the fairy ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Tap the ocarina icon on the lower screen to start playing it. You can play different notes with L, Y, X, A and R. Press B to quit playing. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Am I really off-center? And thus Link died, the end. Hyrule Field. The big, empty expanse. With not much to do in it. It's everyone's favourite character. Hoot, Link, up here. It appears the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. This is your fate, well that is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. If you go straight this way, you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Tap the map icon on the lower screen to open the map subscreen. If you don't know where to go next, try heading to one of the locations marked with a flashing dot. Did you get all of that? So, the owl that I forget the name of, he's much less annoying on the 3DS version, because you know what you can do? I will intentionally say no to him. You can mash B. And if you mash B, you won't accidentally hit no. You won't accidentally hit no, and you can hit yes. Alright then, I'll see you around. Hoot 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 ho. Do you feel like you don't not want me to not feel like I should not repeat myself? But yeah, on the 3DS version you can mash B. Anyways, time is of the essence, so let's get to Hyrule Castle. I think running backwards is a bit faster than doing this, but I feel like I can aim myself better doing this. Let's see if I can get there before night falls. It is possible to, but I don't know if I will. Unrelated, well, I said kind of related to the current situation. I do like Hyrule's music a lot. Oh, will I get there? Yeah. Right, it's nighttime though, so I'm gonna have to like go and wait for day, I guess. Man, I am so tired. The night watch is so boring. I wish some ghosts would come out or something. Hey, I'm really interested in ghosts. Studying them is a hobby of mine, but you never know. The time might come when that kind of knowledge might be useful. I think if you're talking to him the other day, he like talks about like being bored and wanting to smash little pots or something. Who will win? The warrior king of a cutthroat tribe of desert thieves trained in dark magic and utterly ruthless, or one screaming boy? Of course, you can also break these the traditional way. I believe in one of these... Maybe. Or am I thinking of somewhere else? Ah, yes, here we go. Full Skulltula. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and wait for daytime, possibly. I don't know if Banjo-Kazooie does have extremely irritating noises by playing normally. What I did isn't playing normal. Yeah, that's me being an irritating little speed demon. Oh yeah, I forgot she like sings at night. Yeah. Oh, you are more beautiful than Princess Zelda. Oh. I mean, like, spoiler alert for an old game. Zelda's a child at this point in time. Creep. Seems like it's taking forever for dawn to come. The view of Hyrule Castle in the morning sun is so fantastic. Hey, your clothes. They're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malon. My dad owns London Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver us some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. Kids shouldn't be wandering around town at night time. Stay indoors until morning. Ironic, given that you can't advance time unless you're out in the field. Oh, isn't there like a thing where you like return a dog to someone? Yeah. This dog is following me, so I'm gonna see if I can figure it out. I can't remember. Oh, she said that, not him. Is it during the day that you have to like return a dog to someone? I think I can't really do anything here at night, so yeah. Oh no, this is open. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not open for business yet. Please come back soon. If you're not open for business, why is your door open? Yeah, remember there is like a dog. There's like a little thing with the dog here, but I can't remember what it is. It's been so long. Oh, there's rupees up there. Hey, I've got the funny number of rupees. Right, let's go. Let's go. Keep going to the castle. Here's Mr. Owl. Hey, Link, this way. The princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Ho ho hoot, ho hoot. On this ground, time flows normally, but time stands still while you're in London Ranch or in the town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, well, which way are you going to go now? No, I don't want to hear what you said. Again, you can skip his dialogue with B instead of A. Right, so, yeah, let's go to the castle. I'm sure the guard will open the gate for me. Welcome to Hyrule Castle Town. It's a peaceful, prosperous town. No, it's not that easy. I'll have to get the Sun Song as quickly as I can. Boing, boing. Current time is... I didn't read that. That was too slow. Oh, I was too slow. 2:43. See, I'm sure the guards will just let me walk up to the castle, yeah? Oh, that tells me the time as well. Hey, you! Stop! You! Kid over there! Yeah, it's not that easy. The way the owl said that makes it sound like time actually stops in Castle Town. It's not just a gameplay mechanic. Hey, are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Teehee. Oh yeah, if you'll look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. Teehee. You got a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Yeah, let's see what happens. Looks like this item doesn't work here. Look, a cuckoo hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life. How do you... Is it cuckoo, cuckoo? How do you pronounce those birds' names? Right, you're meant to climb down that ladder, but... It's the morning theme. I love the little morning jingle. And Hyrule Fields theme, like... Hyrule Fields theme is great. I love it. Oh, whoops. I walked too far to the left. But yeah, it's just a great piece of music just for, like... selling that feeling of adventure. Also, I mean, I'm sure it gets a lot of people nostalgic for the N64 days. For me, it gets me nostalgic for the early 3DS days. Right, let's go between these guards here. Go around this path here. And up that wall there in front of me. Swim in here, don't we? Alright, let's wake up Malon's dad. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lum Lum Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, and I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? Malon was looking for me? I'm gonna catch her from her now. I messed up bad, leaving Malon behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. You know, he's a little reminiscent of a certain character. A certain platforming mascot. Yeah, that's right, Crash Bandicoot. No. Right, can I get in here before night time? Or am I gonna have to wait? Because I know I can't do the next section. I know I have to wait. I can't enter the next section at night. I think I've taken too long. Maybe we'll see. But this block pushing does take ages. Yeah, I think I've taken too long. Night time. Yeah. These guards are very in the way. How far do I get chucked? Okay, just here. That's fine. Right. So, how's the weather? I don't have the sun's song yet. I can't get the sun's song yet. Or can I? Can you get to Kakariko? Are you allowed to go to Kakariko before you come here? I can't remember. I always just go straight to the castle. I actually can't remember if you're allowed to go to Kakariko first. Or if it, like, stops you. Oh, yeah, you'd need Zelda's Lullaby anyway. Yeah, to get in the... Yeah, of course you do. At least it doesn't take too long. The day-night cycle is really quick in this game. I'm gonna wait for the little morning jingle to happen first, though. Just to be sure that it's definitely daytime now. Right. Now it's daytime, we can actually proceed through very basic stealth. And it's purely visual based, you can make as much noise as you want. Alright, I always just go on top here. Which is always a bit of a slight gamble with the 3DS analog stick, but hey, I'm using a Switch controller, so... If these guards were smart, they wouldn't bunch up together like that. Idiots. Before we talk to Zelda, I believe they changed the Easter eggs in here. Yeah, it's kind of like a new Super Mario Bros. Background with some bricks and a pipe in this window. Anything in particular in this window? Not really. Yeah, they changed the Easter eggs here. It was like pictures of Mario characters, I think, in the window before. Does it still have this part of the Easter egg? Well, this window likes it if I shoot it. Maybe it's the other one. Or maybe I need to not aim at the metal. Maybe it's this one that doesn't like it if I shoot it. Yeah. Hey you, don't cause any trouble. I hope Zelda doesn't notice any of this happening. Speaking of Zelda... What? Who? Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Oh, what's that? Is that... a fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone. Do you have it? Sure do. Just as I thought. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I knew this was a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Link. Strange. It sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Link. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that's been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everyone. Sure. The legend goes like this. If I remember right, it's very similar to what the Deku Tree told us. The three goddesses hid the Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has a wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been foretold. So the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones. Okay, I guess it's not really the same as what the Deku Tree said, it just looks similar. Because there's the same music and all that. That's right. The Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm from our world. But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And, in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. Another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Careful, Zelda, you'll drop the title. Did you understand well the story I just told you? Yes. You don't need to tell me twice. That's great. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudo. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning. Yet. Yes. I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Link, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Okay. Link is very agreeable. Thank you. To be fair, Link has already been told a lot of this stuff by the Deku Tree, so... I am afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power, but it's fortunate that you have come. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. You received Zelda's letter. Wow, this letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. On the items subscreen, yeah, whatever. I never noticed. It's kind of got like foily like thing on it. I never noticed that material before. My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. I am Impa of the Sheikah. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. Now, I remember when this came out, one of the things people complained about with this version of the game was that because of the buttons on the 3DS, Zelda's Lullaby didn't make a Triforce. And I was like, okay. I mean, to me, XAY is just ingrained in my muscle memory. You learned Zelda's a lullaby. One inconsequential thing to complain about. Yeah. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out to the castle. Yeah, I remember some people saying, like, because you do X, A, Y, like, oh, it's not a triangle. Like, it's not, the same kind of triangle as doing left, up, right. I'm like, okay. You brave lad. We must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright, we're counting on you. Right, before we go there though, I want to head over to London Branch because I'm hoping I can do the stuff there now. You know what? I think backwards walking, I think this is technically the quickest way to go, aside from like the bomb sliding glitch, but I don't know how to do that. Which is kept in this version from the original. But I don't know how to do that. Right. Huh? I'm awake already. What? Well, I'll be, if it ain't the forest kid from the other day. By the way, thanks a lot for waking me up. It took some doing, but I finally got Malon back in a good mood. So, what are you up to today? Got some free time in your hands, you say? Well, how about a little game? The 3 cuckoos I have here are special super cuckoos. I'm going to throw these cuckoos into that there gaggle of normal cuckoos. If you can pick out these 3 special birds from among the normal ones within the time limit, I'll give you something good. If you can't find them, I win. It'll be 10 rupees. Want to play? Alright, let's see if I can get the chickens. That's one of them. No. That's another one. The other one, like, went this way, didn't it? Hey, there we go. That was luck. That was very good luck. Golly, I'll be damned. It's plumb incredible. That's the last one. You found them all. Come on over here. I like how Wimper just goes along with everything. My job is to protect the princess. This random child broke into the heavily guarded castle and Zelda told him the royal secrets. Yeah, this is fine. I assume that Impa, you know, being what she is and, you know, probably did believe Zelda's prophecy from her dream. Hey you got the talent to be one of the world's best cowboys. How do you like to marry Malon, huh? Mate, I've just met her. Haha, I was just kidding. Just kidding. I think you're a little young for that, aren't you? Oh, I'm proud to present you a sample of our very own Lon Lon milk. You'll be energized the moment you drink it. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime you want. Yeah, I got the milk, but more importantly, I got a bottle. That's the important thing, I got a bottle. Right. Do you want to show, in this room, the thing they added? Oh, I assume this must be Malon's room. Just a little toy horse. Good. Why is there a picture of her with a Triforce? Is that a cow? I never really looked into those pictures much. But speaking of pictures, is it in here? Oh, maybe you have to come here as an adult. I'm sure there's an Easter egg in Lon Lon Ranch. Maybe it's in... There's a Skyward Sword Easter egg in Lon Lon Ranch. Maybe I had to come here as an adult. Because this came out a little bit before Skyward Sword, if I remember right. It was definitely the same year, obviously. Maybe I had to come back as an adult or something. Or maybe it's in the other building. But I don't think this one doesn't have an upstairs though, because it's like a stable. I can't believe that I, the great Ingo, am working on this dump of a ranch. Because the owner is so lazy, I always have to do all the work around here. I, the hard-working Ingo, should be in charge, not that lazy bum Talon. You might notice that he bears a bit of a resemblance to a certain gaming sidekick. Yeah, that's right, Tails. I can't talk to the cows. Shame. If this were a Dragon Quest game, they'd be telling me the weather. I think it's cows that tell you the weather in Dragon Quest. At least in Dragon Quest 11. Is it cows? Yeah, yeah, in Dragon Quest 11. Did I come up with these jokes in advance? No, I didn't actually. I actually didn't. Yeah, yeah. Cows in Dragon Quest 11 tell you the weather. Alright, let's go see Malon. I do like as you get closer, you hear her like start hearing her sing. Oh, it's the fairy boy again. I heard you found my dad. How did you like the castle? Did you see the princess? Dad came home in a hurry after you found him. Oh yeah, I have to introduce you to my friend, fairy boy. She's this horse. Her name is Epona. Isn't she cute? It seems like Epona is afraid of you, fairy boy. Can't remember how I... My mother composed this song. Isn't it nice? Let's sing together. How do I... Ah, there we go. Oh, cute Ocarina. Are you going to play this song without Ocarina? You learned Epona's song. This will be important for later. Again, I say as, you know, as if we don't know how Ocarina of Time works. And now she can't leave me alone. Let's just hope she isn't into drop-kicking like a certain other horse in gaming. Oh, Epona. She's grown fond of you, fairy boy. Yeah, that's it. Can I do what's in that building now? I'm not sure. Backwards running for the win. I genuinely can't remember if I can do whatever this is now. Yes. That's a heart piece. What is this room meant to be? It's just a tiny crawl space that only like children can get into. What's it meant to be? I know this is an early 3D game, but still. I think that's all I can do in Lon Lon Ranch for now, so... It also occurred to me that I've, like, not done anything in the town because I was, you know, too busy. What would Saria say if we told her we're going to save Hyrule? Okay, I can do stuff over there now. Since I'm closer to the castle town, though, I might just quickly check what I can do over there. If I can get back before night falls, anyway. Ah! No, okay. How do I get out of here? I'm gonna have to wait the night out, aren't I? Oh well. I guess I can show off what happens at night. Style child. Or style children, I suppose. I think it's that if you stay on the path, they don't spawn. If I remember right. If you stay on the path, they don't spawn. Yeah. I can't remember whether I wrote that out on my own or whether the game, like maybe Navi told me at some point, or whether I just learned it from the internet. Yeah, at least the day-night cycles are pretty quick. And then they expand on this concept and make them incredibly annoying in Breath of the Wild. There we go. I'm going to talk to this guy about breaking pots now. Man, I'm so bored. Things would sure be more interesting if there were more troubles in the world. Hey, that's just between you and me, okay? Anyway, maybe we can let off some steam by breaking some jars. Stand near a jar and press A to lift it. Press A again to toss it. Let me just look something up. Okay. I will do things in that order then. Maybe? Actually, no. I don't know. This beard is my pride and joy. Doesn't it look luxuriant, kid? I can't really see it from here. Right, I could buy a Hylian shield here for 80 rupees. But, no. I think it's a potion shop, which I can't bother to pick. Actually, was there anything useful? Like, by talking to them, I can't remember. Oh, this, yeah, potion shop. I don't remember these items existing. I don't remember half of those items. Oh look, it's the mask shop. What a strange shop. I wonder when it will be open for business. I read the sign there, but it still seems weird. Guess I can't do anything here yet. Oops. Everyone's favourite creep isn't there yet. No. I made a lot of money. Maybe I should go look for more things to sell. Please, sell me the contents of a bottle, please. Can I offer you some milk in these trying times? No, apparently not. Just drink the milk in front of them. 10 at a time, yeah. Whose dog is missing? I can't remember. Maybe someone in the alleyway. Serious fountain somewhere near the castle. I don't think I can do that yet, can I? The fairy fountain. How to flex on people go. Homeless people go into a shop, buy a drink, and down in front of them while making eye. I didn't even buy the drink either. Seems strange the packs of dogs roam our streets tonight. Doesn't that seem weird to you? Okay, I can't figure out. I can't remember the dog thing. Hey, what? What's wrong with loitering around all day? Huh, kid? Strange. This door doesn't open. Yeah, strange that people keep their doors locked. Do you want to play a game? It's 20 rupees per play. Right. Whoops. No! No! I thought I was on target. Oh, I'm bad at this. Too bad. Let's try again. No! Ah. Can I hit 10 targets? Apparently not. No! Oh! Oh, I wasted a shot accidentally. No! Is it only lets you retry if you get 9? Is that why he's letting me retry for free? Oh! Thank goodness for that. Wonderful. Bravo. Perfect. Here's a fantastic present. The biggest DekuC bullet bag. This bag can hold up to 50 slingshot bullets. Oh, 8 or more. Do you have to do it again for a heart piece? I can't remember. Waste all my rupees here. No, I missed. Oh! At least I got enough for the free retry. I missed again. I can't remember if I get a heart piece from doing it again, or if it's like the adult one later on in the game. Oh! This is the rest of today's stream, apparently. Missed it. Well, I'm out of rupees. Hold on. Hyrule Castle Town. Shooting gallery. Do okay. Doesn't say that on this wiki, at least. It doesn't say that you get a. Doesn't say that you get anything. Right, I don't feel like doing Bonchu bowling. Bonchu bowling's annoying. Right. let's take Navi's advice. So I believe we'll be able to actually see the gimmick of the Lost Woods. Maybe. Yes. Now that the, like, I guess side quest, but the sort of quest to find Sario is here, like, active, we actually get the audio gimmick, where it's quieter, a way to follow the music to find her. Oh, hey, over here. Link, good to see you again. Listen to this. Hoot hoot. After going through the Lost Woods, you will come across the Sacred Forest Meadow. That is a sacred place where few people have ever walked. Shh, what's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune too. Yeah, I don't need to explain that. If you're courageous, you will make it through the forest just fine. Just follow your ears and listen to the sounds coming from the forest. Hoot hoot. Yeah, I don't really explain that. Well, I know it's this way. Okay. It's this way, isn't it? There we go. Alright. Hello, Wolfos. Whoops. I actually got a shield against these, haven't I? Through this area. But these Deku shops are actually going to attack. Whoops. You can theoretically use the camera thingy to like see ahead as well, which is kind of neat. Like the gyro camera thing. No, not this way. If you're locked on though, you can't move the camera with gyro. Only if you're L targeting without being locked on. I can't remember if it goes overhead like this on the N64. I think some of the camera angles can be different in the 3DS version. I've been waiting for you, Link. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel this place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. If you play the ocarina with me, I can teach you to talk to the spirits in the forest. Would you like to play the ocarina with me? Why would you say no? Okay, try to follow along with the melody I will play. Are you ready? Great, great. Please don't forget this song. Do you promise? When you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song. You can talk with me anytime. Now, do they have something like specific for if you use it to talk to her while you're standing right in front of her? I can't remember. I can't remember if they have anything for if you like try talking to her using this while you're next to her. Link, this is Saria. Can you hear me? I don't mind talking to you using the ocarina as magic, but I'd really like to talk to you face to face. Okay, yeah, they did think of that. Back how in Crosscode you can try using direct link to people who are like in your party and they're just like, why are you direct linking me? Just talk to me, I'm right here. No, they do something if you do Zelda's Lullaby though, don't they? These, things. If I remember right. Do they? I thought they did something. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they release a fairy. I can't be bothered though. I will get a fairy where it's easier to. Right. In the hole. Right. Yep. Let's use up my milk. Because there's something much more useful in here. Fairy in a bottle. Fairies are OP in Ocarina of Time. They restore so much health when you use them. Thing is, it kind of made me. It caught me off guard in other Zelda games when, like, I was like, oh, I'll get a fairy. You know, I'll keep a fairy in the bottle for if I die, and then it restores like 5 hearts or whatever. Because like in this game, I swear it restores you like to full health or something, or at least to quite high health, if not full health. Woohoo! Did you learn an ocarina song from Saria? That melody seems to have some mysterious power. There may be some other mysterious songs like this that you can learn in Hyrule. If you hold the ocarina with the ocarina button where a melody is necessary, a musical staff will appear. I recommend that you play a song you know. I also suggest that you play even when a score is not displayed, just like this. I'm not going to sing that. Navi, watching you enslave a member of her species. Select the song icon on there, and you will see its main name and melody. You may want to memorize as long as you use frequently, though. Oh yeah, when you're playing the ocarina, I don't think this is a thing on the N64 version. But when you're playing the ocarina, you can bring up the melodies on the bottom screen if you like can't remember them, which is quite handy. I'm assuming that I can't go a certain direction in this area. What do you want, Navi? No. I suppose theoretically I could have gone to Goron City and backtracked, but I wanted to show the, you know, the following the music thing. Right, I know it's 10 o'clock, but I just want to quickly get these Lostwood bits out of the way. Like I said, this isn't 100% run, but I will be trying to do what I can, what I remember. I know Skull Kid here wants you to play Saria's song. You know Saria's song. We should be friends. Here, take this. Piece of heart. Now, isn't this supposed to be the skull? Isn't this a skull? Like, or isn't it like implied? Or at least a lot of people think, or it's implied to be the same Skull Kid as Majora's Mask's Skull Kid. Hi. Do you think my face is kind of plain? It's just not very unusual. Yeah, a lot of this other stuff is useful. Like heart pieces and all that are very useful. Yeah. Okay, what, 2 heart pieces? Alright, here we go, here's the annoying bit. Follow along with our song on your ocarina. We'll lead you into it. I'm gonna need to concentrate to remember these. That was quite a nice session. As a token of our friendship, please take this. A single green rupee. Starting the same, huh? Oh, L instead of R this time. That's very close to one of the other songs in the game, isn't it? If I remember right. Blue rupee. And our final one. When I was doing my test with sort of playing the other day, it gave me a really easy pattern. Is this the last one? No, one more. Oh no. There we go, another heart piece. Oh, I don't like doing it. Okay. Right. So yeah, it's gone 10 o'clock, so let's no, I don't I want to exit. There we go. Is there anything else I can do in the village that's particularly useful right now? I can't remember. Jumping is going out of style now. I'm crazy about doing backflips. Can you do one? Yeah, not while I'm targeting you then. House of the Twins. Is there anything useful in there? Not really. Oh, there's the animation it does. Yeah, some people got annoyed about this, and it's like saying it's like too like distracting and stuff. Take a nap, sure. I can't remember if you sleep, does it change time of day? I can't remember. Anyways, let's save, and we can quit. Oh no. There's an ad starting soon, and won't be able to snooze it. I've messed that one up. I guess we'll very quickly go to the thanks for watching screen. Thanks for watching, all that stuff. So yeah, we're going to be continuing with We're going to be continuing with Ocarina of Time for as long as it takes to finish it. So we'll be going to go to Kakariko Village and Death Mountain next time, and yeah, I'm going to finish before the ad starts. Thanks again for watching. Have a good rest of your night.